The Secret School is the story of a group of school children in Colorado in the 1920s. They take matters into their own hands to educate themselves when their school is temporarily closed. The 1920s were a time of dramatic political and social change. For the first time, more Americans lived in cities than on farms. The focus of this novel is on a young girl named Ida. Women gained many new freedoms in the 20s, starting with the right to vote due to the 19th Amendment to the Constitution in 1920. This led women to have an increasing interest in politics and desired an education to learn about the different political affairs. New machines and technologies eliminated much of the time women spent every day doing housework. Millions of women began to work in white-collar jobs and participate in the growing consumer economy. By 1929, 1 in 4 women held a salary-paying job. Women were not expected to stay at home all the time anymore, and many women moved away and worked until they decided to have children. This growing independence of the role women play in society is the majority of what drove Ida to be so determined to finish her schooling, no matter what it took. The narrative also explores the power of perseverance and the importance of self-reliance for the individual, and specifically for women. In The Secret School, the classes were canceled only 6 weeks before the end of the school year. Ida had a desire to go to college one day, and knew she needed to take these final exams to be able to enter into her high school and later a university. Until the 1920s, it was seldom that a woman would go to college, and if she did, she went to a private or all-girls school to become either a teacher or a nurse. They were never to enroll in a school where males attended. However, in 1921, North Carolina State College enrolled their first female student. While this idea was not accepted by many colleges and men in general, each year more women had a desire to earn a college degree. Ida struggled with balancing her responsibilities at home with her duties as a classroom teacher. When a county education officer arrived at the school to evaluate the situation, Ida was forced to make a tough call. The office told them if they wished to continue running school as it was, that every one of the students would have to pass their final exams. The students would work together as a team to face this challenge. A majority of our distractions from schoolwork now come from the entertainment business. Likewise, entertainment culture boomed in the 1920s, with many more opportunities to spend extra money. The entertainment culture skyrocketed with the creation of the first radio station and movie theaters. Just entertainment alone was motivation for the woman to work. It brought home an extra income, which families could spend solely on clothes, entertainment, and other consumer goods. This gives an insight as to what Ida and her classmates were going to gain with achieving a sufficient education. And perhaps the most important consumer product of the 1920s was the automobile invention. Low prices and generous credit made cars affordable luxuries in the beginning of the decade, and by the end they were practically necessities. By 1929, there was 1 car on the road for every 5 Americans, which basically equaled out to 1 car per family. With all of these factors and changes in society motivating Ida and her classmates to receive an education, they continue to face the challenge to prove the school board wrong by passing all of their exams. This book shows the growing strength, individualism, and self-reliance of the people in the 1920s. Are y'all ready to dive into The Secret School?